What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, John from the Game Dude here, welcoming you to a different kind of video. So, as you guys have seen, Danganronpa is complete, and I cannot believe that it is. Like, what in the world? All three games are done. However, there has been a trend, which I initially actually saw on Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, but could not click on it because what I saw, and I was freaking out about was and Akane being victim 5, this, that, the other. And for those of you that don't know, that does not happen, obviously. So apparently there's this trend for, like, when you complete a Danganronpa game, you basically are creating an alternate universe. And you have to, like, mentally think about what happened and how things are happening and where to fit all of the characters in said alternate universe. And I honestly thought that was a good idea. I also was watching a couple of videos because they came up from Weebly News. Obviously, there's going to be a couple things for that, where I saw this kind of video in action. So I am interested to see kind of how this is going to work, what's going to happen, what the plan is, obviously, for today. As you guys see, it is Danganronpa 1. Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. And what we're going to do is we're going to do one for each of the games and then have an all-star cast. And we have to make sure we kind of do things for the all-star cast, figure out what we're going to do, how things are going to work. And honestly, I am excited to craft kind of these thought processes and ideas for all of these characters. Is going to be interesting. And there's also going to be another video that comes out similar to this. I'm sorry, I can't let go of Danganronpa, okay? Like, it's fine. So, let's get into this alternate universe of Danganronpa 1 Trigger Happy Havoc. And again, if you guys like this, please comment, subscribe, do all of that stuff. I would really appreciate that. That helps the channel a ton. We're working our way to being, Anyway, let's go ahead and get to it. Hopefully this works. Yes, it does. So, first off, of course, in a Danganronpa game, we need our protagonist. And I am very, very curious to see who we're protagonisting with. Obviously, this is all going in one spin. So there's going to be a lot of cuts and a lot of things that are going on. But that's okay because you guys are going to see kind of everything that's going on. So our very first protagonist character is... Oh my god! Our protagonist is Juko! Oh no! What do we do? Are we like, okay, so like, are we like the antagonist-protagonist thing? Like, we know we're the mastermind of this killing game, so we gotta figure out, like, how in the world, like, why we're here. We can't, obviously that can't get revealed, right? Because you as a player can't know that, but like Juko's going into this and like trying to make sure that all the students are meticulously kind of doing things and like figuring out how to utilize her power for good and what's going to happen and all of this. And so she's just kind of you have to sit in the background and observe all these students to make sure that these students are doing everything that they, are. And I could see her just kind of vibing with some of these naive characters, getting in to it with Asahina and figuring out with Asahina, like, how's she gonna do Sayaka and, like, kind of implanting these, like, seeds of doubt within the group. So, speaking of seeds of doubt within the group, who is the first victim? Oh, no, we can't remove her. Hold on. Put her back on the freaking pedestal. Can I, like, refresh it and it bring Junko back? Did it bring Junko back? It did not bring Junko back. Okay, we're back. Okay, so we fixed the wheel. We got the wheel situated. Okay, so Junko is our freaking protagonist. And so, like, the anti-hero of sorts. So, we need to figure out who the heck the first freaking victim is. Who got murdered in the very first thing. It's Mondo! Oh my gosh. And you know what? It makes sense. It does. Mondo literally nearly got himself killed as is in the very beginning of the game for being Mondo. Obviously, it was the first time experiencing motive and like learning kind of what's important and who your family is. And knowing that, his brother was the one that died, like, that's insane for him to die here. We need to figure out who the heck killed him. Now, we can remove we kind of keep him on the wheel because it could have been a self-kill. It could have been. So let's figure out whether or not that was the case. Who ended up murdering Mondo? It was Hina! Wow! Okay. So Hina. Like, Hina was such a loyal character. Maybe, like, I mean, I guess Junko, we probably got in to her ear. I was talking about it earlier. Like, our entire point was to kind of meddle and figure out, like, how we can get in. We're masterminding this game. So, like, we had to find a way, and we got one of our girls. We needed to catapult this killing game. We needed to get it started. Like, without getting it started, what are we going to do? Damn, Junko already putting in work. Like, what the heck, Junko? How can you do this? How do you manage? And what we're going to do as well is we are going to go ahead and for Chapter 3, we are going to make 2 murders because Danganronpa does that for Chapter 3. So yeah, so with that being said, who the heck is the Chapter 2 victim? Now, mind you, this Chapter 2's motive was about secrets and stuff like that, and people not wanting their secret to get revealed. So the Chapter 2 murderer was Goody Two Shoes rule follower himself, Kiyotaka. Oh, that makes sense. If Goody Two Shoes figured out, like, what the heck was going on, like, what your secret was, he definitely would be one to out you. So I definitely understand this play by our killer. I feel bad. I mean, because a Kiyotaka, like Taka, I don't know. I feel bad. Like, Taka did not deserve this, but there's a couple of characters on this list I could absolutely see them not wanting their secret revealed. So, with that being said, our Chapter 2 killer is Celeste. Yup, that's one of them. Okay, Miss Gambler herself wanted a freaking empire. Obviously, she didn't want anybody to know, like, a lot of her secrets. She had her name. Nobody knew her name. Her name couldn't get leaked out. So she had to make a move. She had to kill Goody Two Shoes. If her name gets leaked out and people start not trusting her because it's like, why can't you say your real name? Like, what's the point if you're not going to tell us who you actually are? Like, you need to make a move, and that's the move she decided she needed to make, was to make a kill, try and get out of there before that even became a question. I totally understand. Celeste, out of here. Now, we head into Chapter 3, and of course, Junko over here. We still have our bestie, Sayaka. At this point, I feel like Junko would be kind of more... We have Sayaka with us, and obviously, at this point, we get into the boy's head. We have to. I mean, we're already in Sakura's head due to the context of the story. We already have Mukuro, which is our sister. Like, obviously, she's going to support us. So now, it's like this fight, right? This fight between... Kind of, it reminds me of some, like, a plot point of another game. But, like, half of the students are on our side. We literally have got to the point where we've convinced these characters. Like, we have Sayaka with us. We have Leon. We have Hagakure. Like, we have Sakura because of literal force. And we have Mukuro. So, what's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's 6 out of the remaining 12. It is literally a half and half. And then, of course, on Makoto's side, you have Byakuya. You have, like, Kyoko, Toko, Chihiro. Hifumi's kind of this alternate play force. So what's going to happen in this double kill chapter? Obviously, Junko, we're out here. We're doing the thing. We're manipulating these people and having our bidding be done. So... Let's see. Chapter freaking 3. Victim number 1. Kyoko! Oh no. Okay. Well, Kyoko is the first victim of this chapter. Obviously, with the way that the way that this works, regardless, we got to remove her. She's gone. She could not have done. It's the double kill chapter, so she could not have done a self-kill. And who is the second of the murdered? Honestly, I could see it being somebody from our side. It absolutely is. Mukuro is gone. The bloodbath is brewing. Obviously, whoever killed Kyoko or Mukuro, one of these people killed their own side on purpose so that the way that they didn't have that like entire like this is exactly how this works. This is like it has to be somebody from your side. You have to kill from both sides, and unfortunately they have to sabotage. And I don't know who would have been able to do it. Who had the guts to self-sabotage their own team? Honestly, there's a couple people that I have a feeling have the guts to self-sabotage on both sides of the party. So let's figure out who the heck is the killer in this instance. And honestly, in this universe, it could be anybody. It is... Oh, we're going to have a new protagonist. We're going to have the protagonist switch because we made a mess of the killing game. Yeah, that's one of the characters that makes sense. We as Juko made a mess of this killing game. We had to kill our sister for it, but whatever. She's just our sister. It doesn't matter. And, you know, we knocked out freaking Byakuya. Like, or no, we didn't. We did not knock out Byakuya. Byakuya is a scary kind of guy still left in this game. But killing ourselves, obviously we had a backup plan. We had to figure out something. We had so many people, like, on our side and figuring out, like, who the heck is this? And obviously, as the protagonist, like, we kind of have this different effect. Obviously, we're not 100% masterminding this killing game. We started the mantle, but we passed off the mantle more than likely to one of our teammates. Like, I would assume, right? We have 6 teammates. I mean, if none of our teammates end up masterminding this situation, that's crazy. Like, you outsmart Juko at that point. That doesn't happen. So I would assume it's somebody on our team. It could be Hero. We could, like, be masterminding Hero at this point. We could be masterminding freaking Leon. So we could be forcing Sakura to mastermind in our place. Like, there's a couple of instances in which this story can go. But first and foremost, at this point, with us gone and the team figuring out we had to kill our sister in order to shake up the game, there's 9 survivors. There's 9 survivors remaining, and that's crazy. Like, the fact that there is only 9 left. And one of these people we're going to be playing as now. So let's figure out who are we playing as? We don't know who we're playing as yet. I'm assuming somebody from our team, right? Or are we going to do a full shift? Ooh, we're shifting to the good guys. Oh, okay. We're shifting into Team Good for the protagonist arc of Chapter 4. So we were on Team Bad, we were on Team Villains, and got to kind of messy be messy for the first 3 chapters, and now we're on Team Good. So shifting to Team Good, we kind of know what Team Evil's kind of Team Despair's got, right? Team Despair has Hagakure, Team Despair has, you know, Leon and Sakura, but, like, Team Good is us, or Sayaka's also on Team Despair, and then it's Team Hope, which is Chiaki, Makoto, Byakuya, and Toko, because Toko's gonna follow her boyfriend, essentially, her, like, love, and Byakuya. So, literally, Hifumi being the wild card of this race, and, like, I'll be curious to see, again, Chapter 4 is on the horizon, you know, things are starting to heat up. Obviously, in the normal game, the traitor situation would be happening, and honestly, I can see, basically, at this point, both teams fighting for Hifumi. That's what they have to do. It's literally which team is going to garner Hifumi, and Hifumi is the chess piece, the chess match, so to speak. So, yeah, so Chapter 4, the victim of Chapter 4 is another Team Despair, Leon, taking the freaking mantle of Chapter 4's death. Now, we have to keep him on because he could have done it to himself to get himself out of this killing game. So let's figure out who the heck the killer is. Is Team Despair fighting? It is Sakura! freaking blowing up Team Despair. I wonder if Sakura ended up freaking like figuring out that that's like her escape. Sakura trying to disband Team Despair, and Team Hope has a massive advantage going in to Chapter 5. Chihiro is such a big player here. Obviously, Team Despair being down to 2, and Hifumi being that wild card character. It's like, whoa. So Chapter 5, of course, that's going to hit decently hard here, as, again, this could be Team Despair's final hope, like, unironically. There was no motive for this chapter. The fake death implant happened. So we got to make a motive for this chapter. So again, it's Team Hope versus Team Despair, and Team Hope needs to eliminate Team Despair as Hagakure from Team Despair is gone. Oh Lord, is it a team? Is it all gonna be Team Hope for Chapter 6? I mean, it can't be, right? Hifumi could be the mastermind behind this killing game. Whoa. Now that I think about it, we are playing as Makoto. So, like, right now. And so Makoto is literally just leading the charge, getting this Team Despair folks out of here. There's only one member of Team Despair remaining. Also, So, who murdered Hagakure? And it's Chihiro. Oh, Chihiro! Whoa! What? Okay, I can actually. I kind of understand this. This is Chihiro's basic. This is like his time to shine. He's gained the strength, and he needed to make sure that he did his thing. Like this is the moment. It was his moment. He needed to make sure he claimed something. He claimed to kill, and he wanted to do it for the sake of Hope. He knew Team Hope needed something to happen. And yeah, so now we can remove both of them as both of them have been murdered. So the final 5, one of them is the mastermind of this killing game. Everybody on this screen is going to move on to the All-Stars game. Which is honestly kind of funny because you have your two ships and Hifumi. From game 1. And so the mastermind behind all of this in the first game is... Yeah, you know what? It fits with the story. It just fits. Sayaka got the mantle passed to her and masterminded this entire killing game. And yeah, I mean, after Juko's death, she had to. And that's why she was the only remaining Despair member left. I mean... She was given the mantle of Despair and basically became the place of Mukuro. And Junko knew this. Junko knew that, hey, like, I need to make sure that I shake up this game. I need you to stay alive. This is how this is going to happen. So Junko still masterminded some pieces. But after Junko knew she was going to be gone, like, Sayaka had to take the reins. And Sayaka had to... live with it. She just didn't have the choice. It was, this is what's going to happen. This is how it's going to happen. You're going to be the one that has to do this. You're going to have to be the one that moves on in my stead. In the Despair stead. And so the 78th class is going to end off with this as the mantle. Obviously, these 5, like I said, are going to move on to the All-Stars game. But what in the world transpired here? A lot. I mean, the fact that we had a protagonist as Junko and then protagonist as Makoto, kind of funny. And I'm here for this. This is actually, I enjoyed this trend. Obviously, this is going to be a little bit more edited. And I'm like, literally all this was straight up, just spur them up, what I'm wheeling, like, everything. So anyway, I love you all so very much. Danganronpa 2 version of this is going to come out in the coming days. It'll probably come out really soon then. But yeah, I love you all, and hopefully you guys like this. If you want to see everything that's going on and everything, obviously like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait for the second game to see what happens, what chaos is going to be in store for us. Love you all!